Hi, I'm Janis from JBMTHINKS Sports Parenting. And I know as sports parents, you are busy. We're all busy. Parents are busy. You know, we're running our kids. When your kids are little, you're running them to practices and school and their friend's house and on top of your own work and shopping and whatever you do and spending time with your spouse. When your kids get older, when they're in high school, you think, oh, it'll be a little bit easier. No, it's not. You're still running them around. You may not be running them around, but you're still running around, going to their games and volunteering and helping out. So it never seems to stop. But that's why it's so easy as parents to get sucked into being too busy. And I want to tell you right now that if there's some things that you have to say no to, then you're probably too busy. For instance, if your child keeps asking you, Mom or Dad, will you sit down and watch this movie with me? And you can never say yes, then you're too busy. Now, I'm not saying you do it every time they ask you, but if they've asked you for a couple nights in a row and each night you have to say, I'm sorry, I got so much to do, I can't do it. If you can't do that with your child, you're too busy. If your spouse keeps asking you to lunch or even, trying to get you on a date and you can't find the time, you're too busy. If you can't find a minute to spend time just reflecting and thinking about your day at the end of the day, then you're too busy. If you can't do these things, if you don't have time to do these things with your kid and your spouse and even for yourself, you're too busy. Now, you may think, oh, Janis, that's easy for you to say. You're telling me I'm too busy. What am I supposed to do about it? Well, there's no easy answers to that except that sometimes parents, you need to learn to say no to things. You don't have to volunteer for everything. You don't have to be at every single one of your child's games. I would like to think that you would try to be at most of them if you possibly can. You don't have to do a lot of the things that you're doing because you feel you have to. And so it's called margin. Setting up boundaries in your life so that you have a margin, you have a little bit of room at the edge of the boundaries, so you can say yes to your child when they want to sit down and watch a movie with you that night. Or you can say yes to your spouse when they want to surprise you and take you out to lunch. That's what margin is for. And if you don't have any margin in your life, if you're full out to here with busyness, doing things with your kids and for your kids, you're too busy. So I just want to encourage you and challenge you to start saying no to those things that you don't have to do, things that you don't need to be doing. It's not that they're bad things. It's just that sometimes you got to learn to say no and give yourself that margin at the end of your boundaries so that when things come up, like the opportunity to do something spontaneous with your child or with your spouse, that you can say yes without feeling guilty, without going crazy, without being stressed out. So today, if you're feeling that you're too busy as a parent or as a sports parent, that I want to encourage you to start saying no, start setting the boundaries, and leave yourself some margin so that you can start saying yes to the things that are really important in your life, like the people in your life. Have a great day.